Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. McLaren way too white to be shooting in the eyes. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And that you need better stop. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a part. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. I never had a mentor, only one Scarface.
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Miami Dolphins taking on the New England Patriots.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Miami Dolphins. Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 9 catches, 111 for yards, and a touchdown.
And he's trying to prove the adage, it's not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The drive starts with a run from Achane, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest: 14 carries, 61 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. And that will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down. Tua going to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Here's Tua. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Achane diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the drive finished off with a touchdown run from Devon Achane. Now after after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run once more with Stevenson. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. He'll look to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki, and he will have a Patriots first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side with Stevenson. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really throwing the ball well.
Parker's got it. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here now, 2nd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll get this underneath to Stevenson, and he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say, we'll see what happens. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Tua, the final shot before half. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins have retaken a third-quarter lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Devon Achane who finished things off with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple, and that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Matt Judon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Miami. 47 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Going to the air. Tagovailoa to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Dolphins. Odell Beckham from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins will add to their 4th quarter lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the turnover, it's Tua. It's caught. Beckham. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. To throw is Tua. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 15 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So the Patriots now down by 15. A minute 54 on the clock. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got Smith-Schuster, and he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Here comes second down. He'll look to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is 1st and 10. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now back to throw. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. Back to throw again. He'll go underneath here to Stevenson. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. They'll look to throw again. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Jalen Phillips able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Miami,
there you go. I'm with the cash like Diego. God. Yeah, all these diamonds on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, all these shooters with me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, got a dime piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah, they don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego. Solitaire. Earrings, they be shining, keep them blinded. Ain't met up, yeah, I can't. Since I got rich, and she say I'm just cause I took her on the island. The money keep on piling. Talk to me, yeah. Better talk nice. Fell in love with the fettuccine, they both that can't talk twice. Know they pray on my downfall. Everything I do, I gotta walk like. Let them in, jacket off. Rich, so I'm off life. God. Yeah, all these diamonds on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, all these shooters when we just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, got a dime piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah, they don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego.
Why you think we're the same? We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up, you the type to pay hitters. Why you think we're the same?
Today, from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Into the air right away is Allen. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now with excellent field position to start things out. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Second down, a run by Achane. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. From the gun, it's Tua. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken a fourth quarter lead.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Buffalo set to get the football back here. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. Allen hit. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. This is caught. Touchdown. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Sanders on for the extra point. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To the air, Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Bills on third down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Allen, got to have this one. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Throwing, Allen. The pass caught by Hardy.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
But just a gigantic play here, both sides.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Nick Needham picks it off. 20.
Down the sideline he goes.
And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
And now they are in prime position, 1st and goal after the interception and return. They'll look to make it pay off for 6 points.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Devon Achane.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Dolphins extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st down, Allen. Flushed out right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Operating from the red zone now, Allen. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Dolphins, they conclude the regular season with a final record of 11-6. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the loss means they'll finish up the regular season at 10-7. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next.